Morning, guys. I already tried this with this phone, but I didn't like it. So here I am again. These past few weeks have been absolutely chaotic. A lot's been going on in my life, and supposedly that's a good sign. I know. Doesn't mean it's easy to deal with. I've actually been going through, I was doing a mini series that I don't intend to post. It's more or less just for me. It was a video diary of me literally chronologically going through my life. Well, first off, apparently I'm a car YouTuber now. It's the only place I can get any privacy anymore, right now, so, yeah. It's, I didn't mean to copy people, I don't like copying people, I like doing my own thing, but I don't have personal space at the moment. But going back to it, so I'm going to try to talk about these things without pulling you into the energy. I've realized when people vent, maybe venting isn't the bad part, but it's the energy transference that is looked down upon, or at least I don't want. For instance, the old meme from Facebook or Instagram, wherever, it's all over, it's a meme. Energy transference. It shows this father at work getting screamed at by his boss. Then the next panel, it's him screaming at his wife. Then the next panel, it's the wife screaming at the kid. And then the next panel is the kid screaming at the cat. I know it sounds funny, but that's literally like how it goes. Energy transference. So when you vent, I feel the energy. I'm getting angry at this fucking thing that happened. So when I tell someone else, I'm getting riled up, and they're like, whoa, yo, this is intense. Like, ew. So I'm working on a way to talk about it without getting riled. Because honest to God, it pisses me off. And I'm starting to wonder if that's the point. I am on a precipice of, well, I'm always on the precipice of change. This one's supposed to be a big one. I say that every time, because then they just feel like they keep getting bigger and bigger, and one-upping myself for some reason. But this one, I assume how big it is based off the amount of chaos that's going on in my life. Right now, I have 2 weeks to find an apartment. I know it's possible, I'm a little worried. Apart from that, the thing about the job. So I think I'm being told to quit my job again. But the deal is, I'm not going to get fired. Spirit wants me to quit this time. And I keep repeating myself, so like the last 3 or 4 videos, I've said this story over and over. Back in March, I lost my job. God, Spirit, Universe, whatever you want to say, was telling me to quit. Literally, I don't care how crazy it sounds, a voice in my head, which was still mine. It was my voice, but it was coming through, quit your job. It's like, well, is that ego? Because, honestly, I'm at a point I hate my job. So is that me just trying to convince myself to quit? It's like, quit your job. Quit your job. Literally for like a week. And things just kept getting worse, and worse, and worse. It's like, quit your job, quit your job, quit your job. Like, no! Finally, I go, no, I will not quit. And I'm actually saying this. I will not quit. I'm not going to quit my job. Universe, this is where I was really surprised and I realized it wasn't me. The voice replied, do you not trust me? I was like, no, I don't. Honestly, I'm being honest. No, I don't. I have been taught to be hyper independent and trust myself. And in fact, even that hasn't been going great. So, no, I don't really trust. That's not a thing I do. It's like the only way I'd quit my job is if I get fired. For those who know, they already know I got fired a week later. Universe literally goes, okay. Yeah, I got fired. And I was flipping out. I'm like, Universe, what the fuck? It's like, well, you hated that job. Like, yeah. Yeah. And you wanted a vacation. Yeah. You got 2 weeks off. Yeah, I did. Your bills were paid. Yeah. And then you had a new job in 2 weeks. Yeah. I kinda hate this job too. Yes, but you got a job. Like you asked. It's like, yeah, actually you're right. you did take care of me. It's like, quit your job. I was like, oh, come on. Alright, fine. Well, during that time, I ended up manifesting a new job that I thought was better. Right now, I'm in the process of purging what I don't want. I understand that, despite how much it hurts. I'm going through a lot of pain and a lot of sorting. So despite that, I'm trying to deal with it and cope with it and just be okay with it. But it's been difficult. Because, like, right now, in my old job, what happened was, so I worked one store for 3 years, I got fired, moved to a different store, worked there for about 4 or 5 months, I said F this shit and walked out. I put in my 1 week and then I walked out. It was a similar situation. I had a narcissistic female manipulator in my energy. I had a gentleman who seemed cool on the surface but was inauthentic and just kind of, would betray you for a pat on the head, kind of, one of those I knew, again, you're willing to complain and talk about someone else behind their back. I'm pretty sure they're talking about me too, one of those. It is what it is. I just don't resonate. In fact, I hated almost everyone at the store. I didn't resonate with anyone, I didn't make any friends, I honestly couldn't stand it. And part of that was to make me build barriers and boundaries and get confident and learn how to stand up for myself a little more without being rude. I was, unfortunately, a little rude. But, got to the point where finally I put in my 1 week notice because I manifested this job. I'm like, alright. So what happened was, I got hired as an assistant after 3 years of experience in this company. And then my main manager, the store manager, got hired on having 5 months, 10 years ago. So she worked at a UPS store for like a year or so, maybe, like 10 years ago. And then she got hired on as the store manager. Even after getting trained for 2 weeks, she still couldn't, like, open a register. So obviously the situation was pretty stressful. I couldn't teach her anything because she didn't want to learn. She just wanted me to do it. So I finally got to the point, I'm like, I'm not doing this. I'm done. I was like, I wonder what would happen if I actually was the store manager. Would I enjoy it more? Because I know I've acknowledged this in the last video. I accept the aspect of me. I do actually like organizing and sorting, not from a sense of control, but from a sense of fun. I enjoy organizing. I enjoy control. I enjoy managing. Minecraft. I love playing Minecraft and making levels and worlds and maps for people to explore. I like creating. And the idea of me having a store to run actually excites me. I enjoy it. I just don't like working for the people I work for. I was about to say something else, but I stopped myself. So I don't enjoy working for the people I work for. And the reason being is so I actually got this job. Literally, I just was looking for something constantly. All of the blue, I actually get a phone call. Hey, this is so-and-so from another store. Did you want to come work? I'm just like, yeah, okay. It's a new store, pretty new, 1 year, not even. So I'm like, maybe this is better, it's a new store. Maybe I'll get different perks, I don't know, we'll see. We'll see what happens. And, it turns out, once again, same energies. I have manipulative managers, a abusive father figure, and a gaslighting, narcissistic, manipulating mother figure. It's a wife, husband and wife that run the store. And it's the exact same thing. Literally, they were desperate to get me in the store, promised me anything. Oh, we'll give you a raise, we give you hours, we give you bonus, we give you, so-and-so. It's like, yep. Bird already protests too much, red flag 1. Sure, I'll get my job. After a couple of days after I've already accepted it, before I started, oh, by the way, full transparency, you're going to be working by yourself. It's like, well, I'm sorry, what? Well, the whole shift you'll be by yourself. I'm like, I guess it's no different than what I'm doing now. Really? It's like, that pretty much. That's actually, I mean, one person comes in at 10, one person comes in at 12, and if I'm lucky, they actually come in time. If not, they come in at 2. So it's the same thing. Alright, red flag number 2. I'm just going down and I'm stocking all these things. Red flag number 3. They wanted to pay me in cash. Turns out, I was the only person on the entire payroll. None of that really matters. It's the manipulative parts. Today, I'm going to go in and speak my truth. Yesterday, I was accused of stealing. My drawers are all short. We're supposed to have 150 in each drawer. One drawer has $5, one drawer has $98, and one drawer had $180. My manager, of course, asked me, give me the numbers. I sent them the numbers, and they're like, well, what the hell's wrong with the drawers? I was like, well, hey, you guys pay out of the drawer. So-and-so took this much money from that night. So-and-so took this much money from that night. And she lit up and goes, I never do that. That never happens. Go back and find these messages. I don't know what you're talking about. We don't pay out of the drawer. I was like, okay, hold on. Now I'm getting triggered and having to be defensive. This energy I've been trying to get away from. I'm trying to heal, trying to let go. Because I'm like, all right. We're going to play this game. I sort back through the messages. Turns out she did delete them. It's like, However, me and her son, who also runs the store, have our own private conversation that she didn't see. Hey man, why is the drawer at $73? Oh, don't worry about it. I'll fix it tomorrow. I've got it sorted. Hey man, the drawer's down to $63. Yeah, Pawan and I, we've got it sorted. It's our fault. We'll fix it. Don't worry about it. And I sent her all these texts. I even had an audio recording saying, hey, so this one day, the reason the drawer is $150 short is because we door dinged someone. And we wanted them to not get angry and call the cops, so we just gave them $150. So I sent all that to the manager. I'm going to be calling her today and be like, so hey, kind of sounded like you accused me of stealing, and then you accused me of lying. We need to have a talk. So I'm very confused right now, in a sense of I understand why I'm here, and I'm seeing the lessons more or less that I need to learn. I also understand I'm learning what I don't want. I really do enjoy running the store. I actually do. Believe it or not. That's not the stressful part. It's when I've got narcissists crawling up my butt telling me to do their job. That's the other thing. They've been unloading their work on me. And I know they have been. And I'm at the point I'm telling them no. It's like, no. I actually had confirmation from other people, like managers, saying that's not my job. I'm not doing it. And they keep trying. I'm like, I'm done. I'm not even going to reply anymore. I'm not doing it. So I'm being taught how to put up proper boundaries instead of just, fuck you, fuck this, I'm out. I'm learning how to put up healthy boundaries and be like respectful and like, I'm not going to tolerate this. I won't be rude. I won't lash back out. But I'm definitely not going to put up with it. So I understand. However, I'm also still being told to quit. Because it's like, if you want change, inspire change. For instance, I acknowledge I work a 9-to-5 job. And it's stressful. By the time I get home, I don't want to do anything. I'm so burnt out. And Spirit's like, quit your job. If I had all that time, I promise you, I would have something going. I would work in between resting and working, but because I get home from work, all I do is rest. I acknowledge that. There are days I kind of get up and force myself, but I'm burnt out. So if I quit and had all that time to actually pursue my dreams, that would be amazing. That's what I'm working towards. And it's gotten to the point I'm desperate enough. I'm literally about to quit just to make it happen. I don't care. That's part of the problem, though. I'm being told to heal my relationship with change. I am so desperate to get out of this situation that I'm going to force it to happen myself. No, the other situation is I have to learn to be okay with where I am. I understand I don't resonate. That's great. That's great. You're learning and growing. You understand what works for you and what doesn't. I'm not that way anymore. Like one day, being the manager now, everybody wants to complain to you. So-and-so did this, the customers suck. I literally have one guy who complains to me about one guy. I have one guy who complains to me about the customers. Then the other guy complains to me about everyone. Well, finally, one day I looked at the guy complaining about everyone. He's like, yeah, so this guy did this the other day. And I was like, man, I get it. Look, y'all just fucking sort it out yourself. I'm not a part of this. Like, I said it exactly like that. I was not rude. I was not offensive. I'm just like, just sort it out, dude. I'm not gonna help. Figure it out. I'm over this. It's not my job. It's not my job to sort your shit. It's not my job to clean the store after you. I'm not a maid. I'm not willing to let them do this anymore. And I get it. That doesn't mean it's easy. And I know the spirit, God, universe, even demons have my back. Everyone's rooting for me, and I know. I feel it, alright? I'm doing my best. And I hope you are too. If this video resonates with you, then you're in a similar spot as me. Or you're trying to get to the spot that I'm at. That's the interesting thing, is I think I'm becoming okay with where I am by standing in on my own confidence and my own ground. I have acknowledged, yes, I'd love to quit, but this is a sinking ship. I have acknowledged that 100% because being the new store manager, I have to meet certain compliances with corporate regulations. Big fancy words. If I don't follow the rules, we don't get to keep our store. And there are 9 inflictions, 9 rules we are not following. Which, literally they said in the email, if you do not get into compliance, we will shut you down. And I looked through them, I'm like, they have literally been running the store illegally for months, and they expect me to go through and fix this list all in the next month before our next inspection. I'm caught on the fence. Do I actually want to try to clear the store? Just to be a big FU so I can quit and say bye? Part of my ego is like, yes, do it. But no matter what, I am going to quit and say F you bye. I mean, there will be a point where I leave. That is very obvious. This job will run its course, whether I decide to leave or whether the store just gets shut down. I don't know. I am also curious to see where it is. I'm absolutely terrified. The other thing is, I have 2 weeks to figure out where an apartment. With a job that I hate and am ready to quit. And or lose. So now, I'm trying to find a place to stay while considering not having a job. And it is just absolutely terrifying. Of course, I'm sitting here trying to control the situation, rationalize and figure it out, and I can feel it, and fear is kicking in, especially since I'm living with my sister. Her energies are kind of, I'm trying to sort it out with her. And unfortunately, our relationship got a little damaged. Because I understand where she is at life. Living with her this whole month, I see the hurt inside of her. I see how shut down and closed off she is. She is how I used to be. Heart completely closed off. Even her boyfriend, a partner she's been dating for years, knows nothing about her. And I'm just like, damn. Because I talked to him for a brief moment. I'm like, yeah, I don't know how much he told you. And he's like, nothing. It's like, we're going to keep it that way. I'm not going to say shit. But we've had some fucked up pasts, my dude. Just FYI. He goes, I kind of get that. It's like, okay. Just leave it at that. She'll talk to you if she's ready. But she actually called me stupid the other day. And I know, it's kind of funny. It's like, stuff like copies. No, it was... I was trying to be open with her, and I was like, honestly, sir, I wanted some time to relax. I'm so tired of the rat race, I just want a break. I want a break. She's like, well, you get a month. I'm not going to fund your stupid ideas. I was like, I wanted a savings so I could quit my job and try to pursue my dreams. She goes, well, that's fucking stupid. You need a job, and I'm not going to help you. I was like, okay. That did, unfortunately. I understand the place she's coming from. I know. Because she even said, I worked my ass off to get where I'm at. I'm working 80 hours. I worked 80 hours. That's what you need to do. It's like, we disagree, sir. I do not agree with you. And this is where the conversation ends. We're done. I get where you're saying, but it's not for me. I literally looked at her and said, Sarah, if that's the kind of life I'm going to live, then it's not worth living. And I ended the conversation. I'm so desperate to get out of this place because I want to be okay and feel like I'm only okay when I'm in this new reality. But true confidence knows you're only okay no matter where you are. And that's the part that bugs me, and I've been beating myself up. I've been beating myself up so much worse than I even thought. Because even on my spiritual journey, I've cranked up the ampage. It's like, I want to be better so much faster that I can get to this new universe, this new reality instantly. So I gotta be better so I can get there quicker. So I cranked up the volume on my spiritual journey. And now I'm over here crying, why is everything so hard? Well, buddy, that's because you turned up the volume. It's like, fuck. Yeah, so, what are you gonna do? Take a break. Take a break? Yeah, I'm gonna take a break. I've done enough healing. I'm gonna rest for a minute. Gonna let things flow. Going to see what happens. I will continue to work on myself. I will regulate my nervous system. I will still acknowledge these lessons as I go through. But I will learn how to be okay with where I am currently. Even if I don't like it. Because I know in the same time, literally the universe has me. I reaffirm these stories. And part of the reason I repeat these stories lately is to reaffirm to myself that everything's okay. It's reaffirming gratitude. It's reaffirming the universe has me. I lost my job. Got 2 weeks off because I needed a vacation. Was safe the entire time. Paid my bills still. Found a new job in 2 weeks. And continued to live my life. While I was at that job, I had mentioned, because I had the feeling I was supposed to travel. I need to travel. Internationally, even. This guy came in one day to my store. And he was just doing a simple Amazon drop-off, and he had this cool little Mario keychain. I was like, yo, bro, I love that keychain, that's cool. He goes, yeah, I actually, got it from Japan. And then started a conversation. I'm like, yo, that's so cool, I want to go so bad. He's like, what's stopping you? It's like, I've literally got everything lined up. I've got the paperwork, I've taken the photos because I work at UPS. I mean, I've literally got all the documentation set aside, it's just payment. I work alone, I live alone. Coming up with $200 when, you live alone, it's been a little difficult, or that's how I feel. He goes, I feel you, man. Well, I gave him a business card, because, I make stickers and I draw and stuff, and he's like, hey, man, does this phone number got a Zelle to it? If those who don't know it, it's basically a money transfer, kind of like PayPal. It's like, yeah. He goes, okay. Walked away, sent me $170 2 hours later. I'm like, thanks. He goes, go get your passport. I fucking did. I have a passport for free. The universe bought me a passport. Miracle number 2. Miracle number 3. Currently at this job, I had asked Spirit for a lesson. This time I acknowledged it. I said, alright, Spirit, help me move forward. I would like another lesson to kind of grow and help me move and become better. Just not better, but just give me another lesson. Show me something. I don't care what it is, man. I'm ready. I want to move forward. Give me another lesson. And the voice, God, Spirit, me, because in reality, it's just like your higher self. Reality. I always say in reality, but that's like sarcastically. Yeah, the voice comes back and goes, "Are you sure you want to do that?" It's like, yeah, I'm laying in bed, so I'm like falling asleep. I'm like, yeah, it'll be fine. And the spirit's like, are you sure? Do you know what you're asking? It's like, yeah, I know. Something's gonna happen. I'm gonna, a lesson. Like, I'm gonna get pissed off or something like that, It's like, okay. Woke up the next morning, walked outside, my car's gone. And at first, I'm just like, alright, it's a weird parking lot. Sometimes you have to park down there or over there. It's like, just kind of, beep beep, beep beep, beep. My car's gone. Called my boss, hey, I can't find my car. I'm not gonna make it today. What do you mean? I was like, well, it was either stolen or towed. I'm not sure. Well, can you make it to work? No. I don't have a car. My car's gone. Well, you can Uber. Sure. But I'd still like to figure out where my car is, Well, you can do that at work. I'll pay for the lift. Okay. Oh, you can bet your ass I was upset all fucking day. I asked for a day off. I should have just taken it. Because I understood how pissed off I was, but I had to go to work. And work angry. The lesson was, learn how to not let it ruin your fucking day. I think I passed. Yeah. It's not more or less you pass or fail. It's just you learn a lesson, and I think I learned. We'll find out. However, the miracle came later that day. So I was already burnt out by the time I get to work. And I'm wearing a muscle tee just like this. So a customer comes in and goes, yeah, what are you doing, like working out or something? Where's your shirt? I was like, I'm sorry, man, can I just get your Amazons? He goes, okay. He was like, yeah, bud, what's going on? I was like, yeah, nope, I'm fine. He's like, dude, what's up? I was like, my shirt's in my car. He goes, where's your car? Somewhere in a tow lot. It got towed this morning. He goes, oh, dude, I'm so sorry. I was like, it is what it is. Obviously, I'm still here. I'm still at work. It's okay. I can still go get it after work. I'm not in trouble. I'm just really pissed off and having a bad day. He goes, I'm sorry, dude. And he slips me $200. Ready? My pickup fee was $156, with a $25 storage fee. With a little bit of cash just to get myself some lunch. Miracle number 3. So it's like the universe goes, dude, you have this. It's okay, because we have you. And I retell these stories to reaffirm to myself and you the gratitude and the safety. I am safe. So I do believe I'm really supposed to quit my job without a fall net. Because every time I switch to a different job, honest to God, it's getting worse. Worse. And I think it's on purpose, not to punish me, to finally get me to the point, like Poke the Bear. I've been working on my anger, my impulse, my frustration, because I've had a lot of anger as a child, and I'm letting it go and working on it. So now it's like I can, my capacity has increased. However, I do not kid, it feels like every day it's pushing me more and more and more and more. It's like, instead of just letting me rest at a certain level, it's like, oh, hey, good job, now you can tolerate this much bullcrap. It's just like, awesome. Tomorrow, I'm gonna make it worse. I'm just like, please stop. No. Poke. 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 Alright, stop it. Poke. Next day. Poke. 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 I'm just like, alright. Poke, 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 poke. Anyways, I think it's actually trying to piss me off to get me to the point to actually just be fed up and done. In a weird way to motivate me. Use my anger against me. Push me to the point that I'm finally just fed up and I'm just like, I can't do this. Unfortunately, I'm already at that point. So, it's a weird transition. I have no idea what the hell's going on. I keep even getting glimpses, like I'm being told, by other tarot readers and other oracle cards. This is happening, this is happening, this is happening. And I can feel it in my heart. I know it's happening. But I'm also in a state of detachment, like, that's great. I'm still kind of in suspended disbelief because my reality still isn't quite reflecting it, but I still feel like it's going to happen. Just don't know how, just don't know when. Honestly, I was hoping it was going to save me from my current predicament. I acknowledge and know now that's not how it works. So now it's just like, alright, well, if that's not how it works, I'm curious to see how it does. However, I have to keep myself alive long enough to do it. Because then there's the other half of me that's completely just utterly defeated. The fact I thought I was going to be saved and now I'm in another craptastic job, living in a sardine can again, I feel like I'm getting stuck right back in the situation. I'm like, but I thought I was out of this. So part of me really is sinking down. It's like, only time will tell. What time is it? 7:44? I don't know, guys. By the way, just FYI, I don't think I'm ever gonna post that childhood trauma thing. Apples to oranges. Let's go with this. Everyone's journey is unique. So of course, if you want to hold up an apple to an orange and be like, oh, this orange is a lot rounder than the apple. Yeah, sure it is. But each individual's journey is unique. It's no more, no less, no worse, no better. Like, obviously, you could say apples to oranges, abuse, and something dark like forced sex. I don't even like the word, but you could sit there and be like, well, I would rather be abused than, well, they're kind of the same thing. It's one of those, you could compare darkness to darkness, but it's all just darkness. Again, I'm trying to get that point across. But what you do is acknowledge the darkness you've been through. And I've been going through that. I literally stopped my video a few times when I was talking about my life. And I can't explain it. But viewing it from the outside, I literally just stopped to go, what the hell? I was like, I mean, I know I went through this stuff, but for some reason I just kind of like normalized it, and it's just like, yeah, well, that happened to me. And I just look at it, I'm like, wait, yeah, that did happen to me. What the hell? Like, how the I'm even getting goosebumps now. And I only went halfway through my life. I talked for about 2 hours. And I got up to about after high school. I am 32. I did not realize quite how much I've been through. And that's not an ego stroke, that's just a realization of, holy fuck. But it's also a reminder of, hey, this is why you got this. Look at all that. And you're really going to be like, oh no, I hate my job. And I'm seeing that's beating up on myself too. I should stop that. But it's like, I mean, look at all that you've been through. Why do you think this is going to stop you? I'm here in your universe. I just don't know if I want to pick up the phone. And I'm just speaking my heart. I'm scared. I think that's about it for today. Yeah, that's about it for today. Going into my work today, and I'm gonna call my boss and talk to her. I'm not gonna be edgy though. I'm just gonna be like, so hey, kind of like your senator, you're accusing me, We'll see how that goes. Maybe I'll talk about it in the next video.